Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. We're going to talk about Fire Pro Wrestling World today. There was a Twitter user that tagged me and a bunch of other wrestling game YouTubers slash content creators, and he was asking, like, could you guys reach out to Spike Chunsoft and see if they're working on another Fire Pro Wrestling game? My channel's too small to get any information like that, and if they did give me any information, probably wouldn't be able to talk about it because it'd probably be under NDA. It's funny the timing of this question, because with Tokyo Game Show literally happening tonight, it'd be funny if they revealed the new Fire Pro. The current Fire Pro Wrestling World came out on the PS4 and PC about 5-6 years ago, so it's about time for them to make a new one. The DLC goes on sale quite frequently, so I'm curious if they are making another one, or if the sales weren't good enough to make another one. I think it'd be really cool if they tried to take Fire Pro to the next level by making it 3D like the current other wrestling games, but for the art style, instead of making it look like the Super Nintendo games, go for like an anime art style. I think that'd be awesome, or a cel-shaded art style, and then reflect that in the character creator, because Fire Pro Wrestling has one of the greatest character creators I've ever seen, despite it being Super Nintendo graphics. Like, my Strizer character looks freaking amazing in that game. I spent probably 5-6 hours just making my Strizer character because there's so many options in the game. If you look at my Steam account, I've only played the game for like 12 to 15 hours. But like most of that time was just tinkering with the character creator, and it's a lot of fun. There's one thing about Fire Pro that the masses, I don't think it would appeal to everybody, and that's the gameplay, because it's very, like, it's all about timing. It's not like 2K where everything is like, everything's just like, has to be a certain way. In Fire Pro, like, when you go to grapple, when you go up to your opponent, it automatically initiates a grapple, and whoever hits the button first will initiate the next sequence. So it's pretty cool, because if you take the time to learn it and all the nuances of the game, it's very rewarding and very fun. I think I did about, I want to say 4 matches in one sitting, and each of those matches was about 10-15 minutes, because I didn't know how to pin them and stuff like that. But the fact that it just, the way it works, the way you have to like recover your oxygen, you have to recover your stamina. There's a lot of strategy involved, and it's more simulation than the 2K games, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty. And I think it'd be really cool if they could take that and modernize it and put it into a 3D game. They can keep the same grapple mechanics, just take that, the way the game is structured, and bring it to a 3D wrestling game. And with AEW Fight Forever seeming like it's done, and Yuke could potentially cut ties with AEW games and go off into the sunset to make something else, unless of course they decide to stick with it and keep adding to the game. The only thing I see with that is the game recently got a price cut, and usually when a game gets a price cut, it's because it failed miserably, especially after only 3 months, and we're not even close to Black Friday. Well, 2 months, right? I don't know what's going on here. I know there's a lot of competition for the game. The last DLC that was included with the deluxe pack, Danhausen and Hook, are coming out September 28th this month, and the character models look great, by the way. I'm curious if, because of all the negativity around AEW, I think Yuke is done. I think Yuke is just going to leave and go into the sunset. AEW Games owns the engine and everything that Yuke's made for them, so they can have another company come in and do it. I think the best thing to happen for Yuke's would be to go over to Spike Chunsoft, hopefully I'm saying that right, I apologize if I'm not, and team up and help bringing Fire Pro Wrestling World to the modern gamer, so to speak. Because Fire Pro Wrestling is very traditional. and it's like the same game every year with a few added extra, things and new wrestlers and stuff like that. I think it'd be awesome if they took Yuke's, Spike Chunsoft, teamed up, made a super company, and really just either come up with something totally new and original with an anime / cel shaded look, or if they took that Fire Pro Wrestling formula and just brought it to the 3D space, because I think there's room for different wrestling games. Currently, we only have one major one, and that's the 2K series. AEW was so close to being an option for something different, but they crapped the bed with releasing it way too soon and focusing on stuff like mini games and a battle royale that nobody asked for. I get it on paper. They were trying to what are kids playing these days? Mini games, like phone games, right? Oh, that's genius. Let's put mini games in it. And then battle royales. How could we possibly fail with a battle royale? Well, you saw what happened. Anyway, I think it'd be really cool if Yuke's teamed up with Spike Chunsoft and just came up with either a whole new wrestling game or, like I said, Fire Pro Wrestling World for the modern era. Anime graphics, everything. How do you feel about this? Am I onto something here? Tokyo Game Show is tonight. We might see something. If they did team up, probably wouldn't be for a while because they're still technically stuck working on AEW Fight Forever, but that could be a really cool project down the line. I think that'd be awesome. How do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Stay frosty.